Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you a full face tutorial on this purple smoky glittery eye. So let's get started. To start off, all I'll be doing is just taking a makeup wipe and cleaning up any excess mascara or eyeliner that I may have had from the day before. Then I'm taking my Cetaphil moisturizer and just moisturizing my face. I think this one's pretty much self-explanatory. Just applying some chapstick, and then I am priming my eyes with the Kat Von D Lock-It eye primer. And then I'm just taking my fingertips and blending it in. Next, I'll just be taking some Scotch tape and placing it underneath kind of by my lower lash line, just so I can create a straight line across so it's easier to apply my eyeshadow and it's easier to do my eyeliner. Then I'll be taking Beaches and Cream by Makeup Geek, and I'll just be applying that into the crease just to create a good transition color and to kind of set my primer that I've put down. By the way, I'll be linking all of the brushes and the products I use down below so that you can check them out if you're interested in buying them. Next, I'll be taking ColourPop eyeshadow in the shade Bill and just applying that in my crease. Then I'll just be taking a clean, fluffy brush and just blending out what I had put there before, so blending out that Bill color. Then I'll be taking NYX Coquette, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, and I'm just placing that also into my crease. And going back with no additional product, with that same fluffy brush, I'll just be blending out that Coquette color. Now I'll be taking my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Black Bean and just dotting that on my lid. And taking a flat brush, I'll just blend out that Black Bean color. Now using a ColourPop eyeshadow in the shade Cricket, I'll just be spritzing the brush with some MAC Fix Plus, and I'll dip my brush into Cricket and just place that all over my lid. And to intensify that Cricket color, I'm just going to use my fingertips and apply Cricket to my lid. And I found this is the best way to use ColourPop eyeshadows. Next, I'll be taking it's Makeup Geek Last Dance and placing that in my crease just to add more color to that area. Then I'll be taking, I think it's Makeup Geek Barcelona Beach and placing that also in my crease to blend out all the colors that I've placed there so far. Then I'll be taking my favorite eyeliner, which is the e.l.f. black liner, and just creating a wing. Now I'll just be removing my tape, and then I'll take a clean makeup wipe and just clean up any fallout that I might have had from any of my eyeshadows. Next, I'll be taking the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner Pen and just sharpening up my wing. Now here's where it gets kind of weird. I'll be taking the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm and applying that to my face to prime my face. It works as a great primer. And here I'll be spritzing my face with the Smashbox primer water. I have the little sample size because I'm cheap. And I'm trying out a new primer. So this is the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. And I'm just placing that under my eyes and on my nose. Now I'll be taking the NYX Color Correcting Concealer and just placing that underneath my eyes to color correct my dark circles. Then I'll be taking one of my favorite foundations at the moment, which is the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation. And I'll just be placing a few drops on my face and then blending it out with a damp beauty blender. Now I'll be taking IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye and placing it underneath my eyes to conceal my dark circles once more. And I'm starting to really like this concealer. It's starting to become my favorite. Then I'm just blending it out with a damp beauty blender once again. Now I'll be taking the yellow shade from my Tarte Tarteist contour palette and just taking a brush and putting that underneath my eyes just to set my concealer. Then I'll be using my Anastasia Cream Contour Kit just to contour, obviously. I mean, what else? Then I'll just be taking a stippling brush and just blending out the contour that I placed there. Now to kind of carve out my contour, I'm going to be using the Naked Skin Concealer by Urban Decay and placing that under my contour so it creates a really strong line, which is what I want. And I'll also be taking that concealer and putting it on my forehead and on my chin and my cupid's bow and around my nose just to highlight. Then I'll be taking my beauty blender once again and just blending out that highlight that I placed. And then I'll be baking with the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder in the shade Universal. Now going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, I'm just going to be giving my brows a little bit of shape. Then I'll be taking my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade and giving my brows more of a shape and filling them in. Then I'll be using the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel just to set my brows. Now I'll be taking a fluffy brush and just blending out that line that I had there for my powder. Then I'll be taking the Tarteist contour palette once again and just going over it with powder just to create more of a strong contour. Now using a flat definer brush, I'm just going to take Last Dance and place that on my lower lash line. Now taking a pencil brush with the shade Barcelona Beach once again, I'm just going to blend out and smoke out my lower lash line. Now using the ColourPop in the shade Lovely, I'm going to put that in my inner corner. And then I'm taking a definer brush again with some black eyeshadow and just creating a little tiny wing on my inner corner. Now using the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter in the shade Midnight Cowboy, I'm going to be putting that above that little wing that I created. Then I'll be placing that same glitter on the end of my wing, just to give more glitter. I mean, you can't go wrong with more glitter. And I'm just taking a pencil brush with no additional product and smoking out that lash line again. Now I'm taking the shade Tiny Death from the Kat Von D Monarch palette and just placing that underneath my brow bone. Then I'm taking this Milani Soft Rose, or Romantic Rose, blush and applying that to the apples of my cheeks. Now I'm taking my favorite highlight by Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade So Hollywood and applying that on my cheekbones, above my blush. And then I'll be applying that on the tip of my nose as well, and also on my Cupid's bow. Then I'll be curling my eyelashes with my Tarte eyelash curler. And then taking some Maybelline mascara and just applying a thin coat to my eyelashes. Then I'll be taking House of Lashes Iconic and putting on my lashes. Then I decided I need more glitter, so that happened. Now I'm just taking some NYX lip liner in the shade, I think it's Nude Beige, and just placing that on my lips. Now I'll be taking my Tarteist lip paint in the shade Namaste, and just placing that on my lips. Then I'll be taking ColourPop Platform Ultra Matte Lip and placing that in the center of my lips, and I'll just be blending that out with my fingertips. Can't forget that Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and then I'll just be putting a little bit of mascara on my lower lash line. And that is the completed look. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe.